Well done, Daniil, back in the Australian Open semi-finals. Ubi has always been a tough opponent for you. What do you think made the difference in the final set?
Tough. I mean, I knew how Hubi can play, and in my opinion, he played quite well today. I felt like the games, almost all of them, probably except the 2-0 in the first set, I felt like every game I had a small chance. I managed to take it. So really, really happy and proud about that because, yeah, with him, you don't get many chances. Could I play a little bit better on my serve? I don't know why, but my serve doesn't bother Hubi as much as other players. Like, I feel like other players probably don't really like me to play. I serve aces. They don't break me a lot. Hubi returns almost every of my serve and stuff like this. So tough matchup, but that makes it me even happier to win and be in the semis.
Congratulations. Do you feel like he was testing you at the net?
What do you mean?
Coming forward, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, but Hubi, we know he's one of the best players on tour in this touch game, and volley. I think, in my opinion, he would be somewhere top 3 at volley. So I'm actually happy because I managed to win some good points at the net. He managed to win some amazing one also, but especially fifth set, I managed to do some good stuff going to forward. So again, really proud with a lot of things in this match, and looking forward.
Daniil, 3:30 a.m. or 3:39 the other day, 5 sets. This one in the heat, 5 sets. How are you feeling physically? Are you feeling okay? Do you feel, or is you feeling a little bit knackered or what?
Always the same. I mean, 3:30 was tough because honestly, with Felix, I would say 80% of my physical abilities, where usually you start 100 and then it goes down. When you're tired, maybe it goes down a little bit faster when it's hot. Today, I felt like right after the first set, I was at 80, but at least you start with 100. With Felix, I started with 80. Happy that managed to push myself and win it easier. But then, after every match, I'm in the locker room, I'm destroyed. But then we do a good job, and one day off is probably enough to feel good the next day. So far, so good in the beginning of the matches, and that's what matters. And then try to win, and then if you're dead after, it doesn't matter because you have a day off.
Congratulations, Daniil. I would like to ask you about Carlos Alcaraz, just in case he can be your rival. I don't know, what do you expect? What do you take from US Open semifinals? Are you seeing him better here than US Open?
Better, tough to say because Carlos always plays good. In my opinion, it's for sure some weeks you are even like on fire more, and then you win a Grand Slam. Some weeks you maybe can miss in some important moments, but he's always a good player. Let's see, because first of all, I think they have an interesting match. Let's see how it goes. And for sure, I'm gonna serve myself with this US Open match, but him too. I'm gonna try, to make his life tough. In Nito, I didn't manage to kind of do what I wanted to do, but honestly, end of the season, I was quite mentally tired. But him probably also. So, not an excuse, but I'm gonna try to do my best, no matter who the opponent. But if it's Carlos, try to bring something at him.
Is it your expectation you'll be scheduled to play the Friday night semi-final, given Novak and Jannik played yesterday? To just give you more time
I think
to
it's
recover?
it's even sure. I think it's like kind of done in the schedule, like before the tournament, if I'm not wrong. So fine for me. I don't know if it's hot or not. But actually here in Australia, what I find a little bit surprising, it could be 20 or 30 degrees, and for sure 30 is tougher. But when the sun is out, it doesn't really matter what's the weather. It's just hot, I feel like. Because with Borges, the air was like 20 or 21. But I was also still suffering under the sun. So night is fine, and probably, I guess, the way the schedule, because it's only 2 matches, it's not going to be possible that it starts at 11, unless they play 7 hours, which I doubt. So, yeah, looking forward.
You were talking on the court about feeling tired here, feeling more energy here. Is there any rhyme or reason to that with you, or is it just like, do you expect to feel a certain way at a certain point in the match? It seems like you were describing sort of these ups and downs. And do you feel like exhaustion coming, or how does it work?
Yeah, I have no idea. The thing is that maybe I should dig into it more, because we try very hard with my team to put myself at the 100% of my abilities, and I think we do it. And for me, the question is it maybe something where you have to work like from 14 years old till 20 years old really hard on your aerobic, physical, whatever? Why I say it, because sometimes I see some guys, I think Hubi, for me, is one of them, and I see them play 5-set matches, 7-6 in the fifths. They seem fine, in the locker room. They just seem fine. I'm like, wow, I do. And did he look good? Yeah, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And either maybe it's a question of metabolism and genetics. I honestly have no idea. I know that I get tired. I fight my best. We work with my team to make me able to, because if probably everyone works hard, but I know that what I started doing with my team since I was 22, I guess, or 23 years old, when I decided to be more professional, etc. If I didn't do it today, after third set, I'm done. Like, I could probably retire. When I played against Novak first Davis Cup, I started cramping 1-0 in the second set. I won the first. I had a break 1-0, then I made 3-0, but at 1-0 I was already cramping, and then I literally fall down on the court and retired. So yeah, I'm trying my best, and I would love to be someone who is not really tired, doesn't care about the heat, but that's not me, but I try to win as I can.
Daniil, just in terms of your service games, you've been broken 18 times this tournament, but at the same time, does that give you confidence that perhaps you haven't been serving at your best and you've reached the semi-finals? And is there anything you've got to do differently, whether it be Alcaraz or Zverev on serve?
Yeah, we should see, because I see Novak, I think, got a lot of broken also. It's maybe something with the balls, the court. Rod Laver Arena, since I played it the first time, there was one side against the wind. Very tough to, I think, if I would not be mistaken, I think I lost all the serves on this side today. So it's a very tough side to serve, because unless you serve 220 like Hubi, basically it's much easier to return from there, and you always put pressure on your opponent. So I'm not really too much sorry, I forgot the word. I'm not worried. I'm not really too much worried about this, especially when you win matches. I feel like I'm actually serving good. So yeah, but yeah, good that I managed to be in the semis, getting broken 18 times. I think that's good.
I don't know, different players and pundits are saying different things about what they think of the court speed. I just wondered, as a hard court specialist, what's your take?
But it's very tough to say, because the balls are very strange, and then I go to explain it. They tried, I heard, to make it more to last longer. I think they didn't really manage to do it. But what happens now when the balls are new? They're extremely fast. So then the court seems fast, because they're extremely fast. It's bullets. If you touch it a little bit too much, goes in the fence. And then if you serve well, couple of games, then maybe in 3-4 games they become older. But if you play against someone who plays rallies, I think you do maybe, I'd say 6-7 shots, they're done, and it's a new story. And you play long. You're not going to hit a winner. You're going to have to stay for a long rally. And so the court itself, I don't really know. I think it's pretty fast. I don't think it's slow. Just there is such a big difference with new balls and after 2-3 games. And I remember watching Thompson Vukic, and then I see Deuce, 50-shot rally, and seems like they cannot hit the ball. So I say to my coach straight, wait, let's count the games. It was exactly before the new balls. And I was looking on TV, and they were it was almost funny to watch. You could see that no chance one is going to make a winner. It's going to be an error from someone. So, yeah, that's my answer.
Last two, Ben. And that's it.
No, I'd ask about another match that'll happen before your next match, which is the first semifinal between Novak and Jannik. And I'm wondering, Novak is 10-0 in semifinals here, and he's 10-0 in finals. So as you're waiting to play your match, are you hoping that Jannik can take care of him for you, or do you feel like it's important for sort of the Australian Open mission to have to beat Djokovic at this tournament?
Yeah, the thing is that Yannick is playing so good now. So if I'm like 100% honest with you, if you ask me let's say I'm in the final, who do I want to play? Novak, who never lost here, whatever, is going for some crazy stats, or Yannick, who is not losing a set even when he's 5-1 down in the tiebreak and stuff like this. I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. I want them to go 7:30 hours, tiebreak 30-28 in the fifths, and then maybe let's see if they're a little bit tired on Sunday. No, but I think it's going to be a great match. I'm really going to enjoy it as much as I can. I'm going to prepare my match, but if I have some time to watch, I'm going to enjoy it. They had a great rivalry end of the season with Turin Davis Cup, so really going to enjoy it, and let's see who wins, and then hopefully you can ask me before the final or something.
Last one, Simon.
Daniil, you're well used to being at the semis and finals of Grand Slams. The whole environment in a Grand Slam changes later in the second week. It's quieter, things change. Does that sort of help to focus your mind, or do you notice all that as well?
I'll be honest, I always like ending of the tournaments, because first, maybe my first final on ATP Tour or second, you're like, wow, it's strange. There's always so many people in the beginning, and then it's so quiet, and on Grand Slams it's even more strange. But once 2-3 finals, I got used to it, and I was like, that's actually the best feeling. You know that if there is almost no one left in the tournament, that means you've done a great job. There's no one to disturb you. It's just you, and go try to win it. So I like this feeling. Yeah, hopefully I can be here on Sunday.
Wide World of Sports is your home of the Australian Open.
With highlights of every match of the AO, the on-court interviews, and every day with the morning serve, you'll be ahead of the game.
So click that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing this Australian Open.